Kind of the trifecta with this place of having an investment and being able to make money, a means to pay off my student debt quickly, and a method to live for free and really put myself in a good financial position by the end of this. YouTube,
Okay.
90% of it.
Okay.
And then 10% more YouTube.
Okay, so we are in the kitchen, and how did you learn to do all this?
That's a good question. It's kind of come from a multitude of sources. One being my background. So my dad is a contractor. He does work full time, so I'm not getting free work, but he's a really great resource to just call and ask and kind of
phone a friend?
Yes, a few times.
You doing it FaceTiming for dad, or photos and sending it to dad, or just explaining the problems?
Just explaining the problems. That tech is a little.
You can't. Okay.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
But words are enough right now. YouTube has been a huge thing, and just like watching and reading everything on YouTube. A few subreddits, surprisingly, I've used. There's like our home improvement that has very similar issues because a lot of these people have older homes, and most older homes have similar issues to deal with.
And the beauty part too, we always talk about like being part of a network.
Yes.
And join a network. We have an amazing network in London, right? Like
you're not Andrew.
Yeah, you're not alone, right?
No.
Like, we have these people out here that I talk about. It doesn't matter what city you're in. You're in Cincinnati. Make a group. Be a real estate group. You're just gonna know painters. You're gonna get to know any other contractor. People have done this before. Yeah. One phone call. And we all talk about it.
And why make all of the same mistakes as everybody else is making?
Some people are like, oh, I'm not gonna join a group till I buy a property.
No.
Like, get out. Oh, so you want to like buy a property, make all the mistakes, go to the group,
and be like, oh, let me tell you about all the fixes.
Look at the thousands of dollars I spent on a kitchen, and they're like, well, why didn't you just call me? I would have like saved you like 10 grand. You're like, oh,
oops. Next time.
I was scared to go meet people, so.
Yeah, and I guess that would be one of the last ones. Was the fire meetup has been superb. Just meeting people in different levels. Learning all of the different strategies, both financial, renovations, just really anything you can think of that has to do with this. And being able to talk about it, having just people interested in what you're doing because...
And they're so willing to give the information to you.
But no, I probably watched over 100 hours of different tiling YouTube videos of just ideas of how to do it, what not to do, like tips, etc., etc. Even like before we like closed on the property.
Okay. Yeah, because we bought it. When was the offer?
The offer was July.
Wow. We didn't close till like October.
Yeah.
Seeing tons and tons.
Yeah. So I was procuring materials, researching, figuring out what I needed, and mostly just getting really into like what I was going to do. So tiling was one of the ones that I was kind of excited.
This tile looks fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Looks even better when it's clean.
It's gonna be a good bathroom.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited.
You're gonna be living up here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like subway tile's pretty cheap. It's like the cheapest you can get. I think like normal price is about like $1.39 a square foot. But I got it. They were buy one get one half sort of thing.
Nice.
And then I did a pickup later at Rhoda, and then they lost my skid somehow, and they didn't have enough left over, so I was delayed getting them by like a week. So they knocked off another $75 off my order. So I really dove into tiling because going through the walkthrough, a lot of the flooring was hardwood, which is great, or linoleum, cracked laminate, just bad flooring. So I figured tile lasts a really long time. It's really sturdy, kind of tenant-proof, and looks great. So one of the issues though is that tiling is a bit of a skill to develop. So I spent a good amount of time on YouTube watching all of the different content about how to tile, what different strategies to use, how to set it up, what you need, and just kind of dove right in. So this is one of the projects that I'm working
fantastic.
on. Thank you. So it is just classic subway tile. It's one of the styles that really shouldn't ever age. So it should last a few decades and not go out of style really quickly. And it's pretty simple because there's smaller
So
tiles.
talk about these spacers you have in here. What did YouTube teach you about this?
So spacers are very important. As good as you think your eye is not good. So these ones are 1/60 of an inch, so they're quite small spacer, and then they provide the room for where you grout afterwards. So especially on tubs where there's gravity that you're working with, the thin set behind it, the cement that you use, is pretty wet. So if you put it on without anything underneath, it's just going to slowly slide down. Even if you don't notice it, it will. And then you end up getting slightly crooked tiles, uneven grout lines, and it really shows up when you actually grout it. And that kind of what classes up and like really shows a professional, amateur professional job that I'm doing here. So I'm a fan of the smaller grout lines, which is why I'm using the smaller spacers.
Yeah, it's gonna look great. I can't believe you learned all this off YouTube, just like studying hours and hours at night, like using your time so wisely before you closed. We barely got a look at this apartment when she bought it. The tenant was somewhat cooperative, not really. We kind of like forced our way in. It stunk, but when you become more of an experienced real estate investor, as long as you see the bones, you know you can turn it into a nice product. And this is going to be the unit you're going to live in, right?
Yes,
so
I'm quite excited.
That's why she's spending the most energy on this nice bathroom.
Yes.
So, yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, like one of the things I kind of did for tiling was I started with the floor. So I did this floor tiling as well. And floors are a lot easier to work with. They're a lot more forgiving.
Yeah, 'cause it's not gravity's not pushing it down.
Exactly.
Right?
And you can kind of get away with a little bit of like inconsistencies or accidents.
Right.
Because you're not looking at it as much. So that was a good starting point to get handy with the tile saw, the spacers, how to use thin set.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video series, learning with Kelly here all about her renovations.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video.
And any comments, put them in the comment section and we will get to them.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks guys, see you.
Bye.